So we have to negotiate in our life, and what we are actually doing is or undoing aimed at getting happiness. For example, there are some people who keep on eating like me. I eat the whole day so that I should be happy. But it happens exactly the opposite. The Madhya Pradesh becomes difficult. When the Madhya Pradesh is difficult, Uttar Pradesh doesn't function. As a result, the South India gets paralyzed. The whole system is upset. Madhya Pradesh is the state in India, and a healthy person is the one whose two things are perfect. Such a person is always happy. The one who has good hunger, but not like Bakasur. That is too good. And the second thing, who gets good sleep, but again, not like Kumbhakarna. One of the names of Arjun in Bhagavad Gita is Gudakesh. So one person asked me after I explained, Gudakesh means Gudakayaha Ishaha Gudakeshaha, he who has control over sleep. So that friend of mine told me, Swamiji, can I call myself Gudakesh? I said, why? Because I have control over my sleep. How? I can sleep anywhere. It is not going to sleep any. Such people are so extraordinary Gudakesh. Even in satsang also. Gudakesh. So one has to have perfect control. He who has got good stomach and good sleep, he is healthy. And a healthy person alone is happy. Our health is at 3 levels. One is at the gross body level. If you are a good Jew, then gross body level. Gujaratis don't say gross body, they say gross body. The second health should be at the subtle body level. The subtle is called as subtle. And the third one is the health is good at the causal body level, the causal body level. See, causal is said as casual, subtle is said as subtle, and gross body. Unless we are healthy at these 3 levels, we are not happy. First principle. So whatever we are doing in our life, we are doing it only for one purpose, to get happiness. We are all seeking happiness in life. So we study so that we should be happy, but during study we are most miserable. Then we get a job or start a business so that we should be happy, but we are most miserable. A businessman says, I wish I get a job, 10 to 5, relax afterwards. And a job person says, I should have a business, I can earn a lot. They are never happy where they are. They want to do something, become somebody. See? I was telling Ravin Bhai, yesterday we had some gathering. One young man went to the palmist and said, Sir, please help me. What is the graha that is coming in my way? I am not able to get married. So he saw. He said, you will never get married. He said, why? Akhanda Ananda Yoga. You can never get married. So whether we get married for happiness. Then there are other people, they think I should get divorced, then I will be happy. So they get divorced to get happiness. Thereafter they come to realize, "Pehla hi thik tha." The first one was better than the new one. Thus, our whole life is only a struggle to get happiness. And this is the wrong way of negotiating through life. See, the joy is in the journey. It is not in reaching the destination. Live. This is the only thing we have in life, to live. And if we live happily, God will become miserable. Let us make Him miserable. Rather than all the time, like in any temple you go, there are two sets of beggars. One set of beggars is sitting outside the temple, other set of beggars is going inside the temple. Both of them are begging only. Oh God, give this, give that. Outside people, Babaji gives. Once I happened to take my begging bowl and went and stood outside the church. After the service was over, I was with a proper makeup and pathetic look. I was waiting. See, you require a makeup for everything. You don't get weird. If you go and smart and say, I can give you something, nobody will give you. You must act properly. So I did all that. Not one penny I could get. I got disgusted. I went outside a mosque. Huge crowd came with a great hope, no money I will get. There also I didn't get anything. I got so disgusted. Then I went to a temple. See, church and mosque, they have got a particular time, so I could manage them. Temple is 24/7. So I went and sat outside for a long time. Not a single pie I could get. I got so disgusted, angry. Ultimately, I went and sat outside a pub. Within half an hour, my ball was full. Then I shouted at God, "Oh God, why did you give a wrong address?" In these holy places, only beggars go. Don't seek happiness in life. See? If you have to negotiate through life, this is the first principle. Stop complaining. Negotiation through complaints is not life, it is a torture. See? Like, some people in India, the democracy is not limited to human beings only. It is extended to the animals also. So when you are driving a car, suddenly in front of you, a group of buffaloes will come and stand. And when you honk at them, they will look at you with a chewing gum in the mouth. So what? Nothing disturbs them. And such people, they become very angry. Once I was going, this happened. My NRI friend told, "Swamiji, why the buffaloes are here?" I said, "Are you calling me buffalo or what?" You ask them. Why buffaloes are here? I don't know. I am not one of them. Then we become totally philosophical. Be attentive. Whenever we are not negotiate through a situation, we become philosophers. Philosopher is the one who is frustrated and expressing frustration through glorified words is philosophy. Therefore, be attentive. Never be a philosopher in life. Socrates said, every man should get married. If he gets a good wife, his life is bad. If he gets a terrible one, he becomes philosopher. So, the first principle in negotiating life is the joy. The joy is in the journey, not reaching the destination. See, friends, not understanding this, many people ask the same question, "Swamiji, what will happen after death?" Yaar, nothing happened when you are alive. No, what is going to happen after death? Nothing. But they say you go somewhere, then you go. Choice. Learn to live in today's presence 100% and totally. Why we are not able to negotiate through life is because of the burden that we carry. We all carry the burden of different types. And anybody carrying a burden cannot be happy. He'll be complaining only. He can't laugh, he can't smile. See? Many people from India has gone to, let us say, USA 40 years, 50 years before. And after that they come to India, they feel India is the same what was 50 years before. So when they come, they have got huge NRI brand big suitcases. And right from tissue paper and teaspoons, everything is there, because India nothing is there. And their huge suitcases, they will put on the head of that small child laborer, and he is climbing down the steps of a railway. That time, with that load on his head, you stop that child and tell him a joke. Will he smile? A person who carries a physical load cannot smile. Second thing, a person who is carrying a physiological load also cannot smile. Suppose you are having very high BP. BP means either bladder pressure or bowel pressure. And you are reaching your limit of tolerance. And that time some joke happens. You think you are able to laugh? If you laugh, it will be released. You can't. So physical burden doesn't allow you to enjoy. The physiological burden makes you miserable. These are subtle in the same sequence. Physical burden is gross. Physiological burden is subtler. Others cannot see, but we can experience. Now go further. There is the third burden we all carry. The third burden is the psychological burden. And the psychological burden is we have created by us, for us, on us. And that burden is called as the burden of our past memories. All the time talking about the past, living in the past. If you really want to walk spiritual path, to negotiate through life, take this as a firm resolution. Don't talk about your past to anybody. फिर क्या बोलूं? No need. This I have learned. I tell you, friends, every event in your life is your guru if you can learn from it. If you don't learn from your life's experiences, God will fail to become your guru. You have to learn. See? Once I was going, and when I am telling you the past, it is not the memory, it is the wisdom. Be attentive. When you learn from your past experiences, you grow wise with every experience. If you don't learn from your past, you grow old and otherwise. What are the signs of the old man and otherwise person? He is unwanted everywhere. He is unfit everywhere. Because all the time living in the past. We don't understand, nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. But oldies like me, what future I have got? जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ भाड़ में जाऊं, who cares? See, friends, but we don't understand this, and therefore all the time talking about past. Therefore elderly people are deleted from the younger group. This is the only reason. This I learned once I was traveling from Bombay to Delhi by train. And one gentleman came and sat in front of me. Again, something like 75 not out or so. But that time I was pretty young, in my 20s. So I was sitting and he came, he said, "Oh Babaji, you are here. Now nice, for next 18 hours we can chat." I said, "My God." Then to protect myself, I took out a rosary from my pocket. Like a terrorist takes out a gun, I took out a rosary. And I told him, when I travel, my rule is, I chant the Lord's name, I don't talk. So please don't mind. Tell me something about you. If you want to make any old person happy, ask them about their past and don't listen. They want somebody to, before whom you can talk, that's it. See? So he started his story. Not a simple one generation, but 3 generations. My grandfather was in Baghdad, Kabul, and they were selling chana. That means now 3 generations I had to listen. And this technique I learned from you all. You are all my guru. What? As you learn to listen to lectures, that way I listen to the world. It makes no difference, isn't it? In the same manner, for me it makes no difference. You keep on talking. So he started. And whenever he was going little low spirit, immediately I should say, Then what happened? Again the genie. And it continued 2 hours, 3 hours. And after that, he said, thereafter my children told, Papa, you go to Delhi, here the climate is not good, and therefore they put me in this train. Really? Then what happened? I am sitting in front of you and talking to you. Then what happened? Nothing. See, just learn this principle. When you are in the utter present, you have nothing to talk. Then you don't have to put a band on your mouth. Maunam. All these people who keep mauna by their mouth, they are the biggest cartoon of spirituality. This happened in Haridwar or Rishikesh somewhere. I was going with my friend in a rickshaw. So my friend told Swamiji, in this ashram there is a big Mahatma. I said, okay, let's go and take darshan. We went. Then mic is giving echo. Are you not hearing or what? You sleep, but keep eye on the echo. So, when we went there, me and my friend, there was one secretary. Any Mahatma having a secretary, he is a corporate Mahatma. Corporate Ananda. Mahatmas never have secretaries and presidents. So when a secretary said, no, you cannot go inside. Maharaji is on Maunam. I said, all right. From outside I did like this and going. After a few minutes he came, hey, wait. So, what is that? Maharaji called you. I said, how can he call me? He is on Maunam. He said, don't argue. I said, okay. So I went inside. Then I told my friend, hey, let's go inside. No, he cannot go. You are a Mahatma, you can go, not he. I said, enjoy, I am going for a sacrifice. He was sitting on a very big chair, nice one. I being a plastic Mahatma, a plastic chair was disposable. And then, because he was unknown, he cannot talk, he started writing. What's your name? So I wrote back, Nirbadananda. Where have you come from? Something you have to write. Vrindavan. If I tell a city's name, then they don't respect you. You have to tell Vrindavan, Varanasi. These are professional secrets. Thereafter, where are you staying here? So I told them. So he was writing as replying in writing. After 3-4 times, then I realized, "Arey yaar, I can talk." And then I laughed, and he also realized that I can talk, why I am not talking. He also laughed. Then I asked him, "Maharaj ji, laughing is allowed in Maunam?" See, friends, Mauna is not the physical level. Mauna is you are at peace with yourself. That is Mauna. And when we are at peace with ourselves, we will be able to negotiate through all the situations of life definitely successfully. But when we are agitated, disturbed, angry, frustrated, even simple things becomes complicated. See? One father told his son, that evening we are going for a movie, okay? Finish your school homework, without that I won't take you. That innocent child, very happy today, dad is taking me to this picture and all that. And that day, whole day, the dad was kicked by the world. Everywhere, failure, failure, failure. He came home. Now the child, what he understands, what happened outside. He said, "Papa, are we going for a movie?" Why? Because he was a total frustrated person. Anybody who loses his school is an utter failure in life. Friends, spiritual life is not for those who are a failure in life. See, achieve success. And like in India we do, take a piece of sugar cane, chew it, enjoy the juice. Thereafter, don't take it in your hand and put in the pocket. Then on the road, the joy in that is Brahmananda. In the same manner, achieve success in life. See, spiritual life is not for those who are dropouts. No. Achieve success. Thereafter reject. Otherwise, it is something like this. Forgiveness. Now, forgiveness sounds good in the mouth of those who have got the courage, capacity and strength to give back. There was one Agarbatti brand person. He was crossing a crowd in Bombay Church Gate, 9 o'clock. The whole Bombay pours on the railway station. He was crossing across and he saw one very huge, strong person. He stopped them and he said, "You fool, where are you going?" Do you think that huge person will keep quiet? He gave him one hard. He kept moving 360 times. After that, he came, "I forgive you." What else can you do? In the same manner, if we imagine that spiritual life is when we are a total failure, then we will walk, no, please. First be successful in your life. Then spirituality becomes meaningful. It is not for those who are totally fail in everything, they are suitable for spirituality, but this is how people think. See? When do we get into the spiritual fold? When we can't hear, we go satsang. When we can't sit in one posture, quiet, then we want to sit for meditation. Then pillow here, pillow there, pillow there, pillow under. We want to sit for meditation. When we don't remember anything, Bahu, did I take my food? You have eaten 7 times this morning. Okay. So we don't remember anything. We want to remember Bhagavad Gita. Dharma Kshetriya. Aage kya hai? Dharma. In short, our understanding of spirituality is when we are unfit for everything, we are fit for spirituality. No, friends. Spiritual life is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. We have to lead our life 24/7. But normally these people who are the victims of meditation, for them, half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. And their frustration is, Maharaji, whenever I sit for meditation, very bad thoughts come in my mind. What should I do? Don't do meditation. No, but my Guru Maharaj told, do meditation, then suffer silently. Meditation is the most misunderstood thing. See, friends. And therefore, instead of negotiating through the life, they are struggling in their life. See, friends. Therefore, if we want to negotiate through life, we have to learn the art of unburdening the load that we are carrying in our life. See, loads are again at 3 levels. First load is the load of possessions. See, if you go back to your houses, you will come to know there are so many things which you have not used for last 300 years. One of my Tamilian friend in Bombay, it happened. I go to their house because they give me good food. Therefore they are good. So when I was sitting, the husband told me to tell to his wife, Swami, please tell her she can't understand from me, maybe from you she will understand. Because all the wives normally give discount to whatever husband says. 100% discount. Tumko kya aata hai? Bevakoof. And she is really bevakoof. Otherwise she will never marry this. So he said, I just completed one 6 months training course in Japan on inventory management. Because those who have got huge stocks, warehouses and containers, you have to have that perfect knowledge, logistics. So I learned that. And we were told one basic principle. Anything which is not used for last 6 months should be removed. So I told her, so many things in our house are lying for years together. She doesn't understand. You tell her. She was hearing. She told me, Swamiji, you please tell him. The first thing to be thrown out of the house will be he. Useless material in the house. See, friends, try this. Reduce the possessions of your life. Travel light if you are to negotiate happily. Otherwise, the burden will be throughout life. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Artham anartham bhavaya nityam nasti tataha sukalesha satyam putradapi dhana bhajam viti sarvatraisha vihitariti bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. Earning money is not a comfortable proposition. After you earn the money, to protect it from the various rules and regulations is more difficult. And worse is when you have to give it to somebody. See, the same thing happens with the things that we keep on accumulating in our house. So many things. Friends, everything that we have in our house, everything has its own personality. And that personality will definitely influence the poise of our mind. You all must have experienced, when you go to some temple somewhere, you feel extremely at peace. In other places you go, you don't feel that. where from that change comes? See, I was in which place? Kuala Lumpur probably, many years before. There were two temples. One was a temple which was full of lights and marble and various kinds of mirrors, and all gods were standing there in a military discipline from here, starting from Hanumanji, ending with Ganeshji. Big line. So I went and did one sweep. After that, I saw about a kilometer away one kind of a flag. So I thought, what is that? I was alone with my friend. Two of us we went. When we reached there, it was a Murugan temple, Kartikeya temple, and made out of black stones. The moment I entered there, I had not even gone in the temple, only in the Sabha Mandap. I just sat there. My friend was seeing, and I was lost. Maybe about an hour or two. When I got up, then I went to the manager. I said, hey, who is the Panditji here? He said, he is that Panditji. I went to that Panditji. I said, Panditji, salutations to you. I said, before I go to the Lord, I don't know which Lord is here, but I have come first to salute you, then I will go to Lord. He said, here there is a Murugan. Then I told him, it is not a Parthiv Vigraha. That means it is not a stone. In that stone, Chaitanya is invoked. And how this happens? I asked him, I said, since how long you are here? He said, I am here for last 50-60 years. I have never gone out of the compound of this temple. From morning till evening, he is following all strict rules and regulations. He takes bath thrice a day. He does his Sandhya Vandanam, he does his puja, he does chanting, he does the mantra, and he cooks food for the Lord. After it is given to the Lord, then only he takes, not for a day or two, 30, 40, 50 years. The whole thing gets totally charged with that mantra Shakti. Now the same stones in other temples, it doesn't happen there. Now why this personality has changed is because something good was happening over there. Exactly the same way. So many things we accumulate in our house, and they have got such strong personalities. See, try, reduce. But what we do? Maharaji, I am thinking of extending my house by one more room. Why? There is no place to stay. Why don't you think in terms of reducing the furniture? Do you mean myself? See, friends, try this. Everything has its own personality. Then your journey will be comfortable. Then you don't have to struggle to negotiate through life. This is not limited in the external world only. Be attentive. This habit of collecting the things in the outer world goes inside. And inside it is collecting the memories. And all the time we are living only in the past. See? We don't live now. We don't live here. One of my friend's son in Australia, I learned this thing from the child. Now he's a college student. I asked him when he was small, I said, hey, you go to India? Of course, every year we go. Tell me something new. And he told the best thing I ever heard from a child. He said, oh, what is there new? When we go to India, we talk about Australia. When we are in Australia, we talk about India. Meaning, both the places we are not available. See? So when we go to India, we talk about the infrastructure. When we come here, we talk about the intra-fracture. See, friends. So external habit of collecting the things goes inside in the form of collecting the memories. I am a victim of that. Many times I can't go to everybody's marriage. So they say, Swamiji, you could not come for our marriage. Therefore, we have made a special album for you. Now imagine, like you got Al-Qaeda album. And it is like a Mahabharata, huge book. And then, okay, Mama, you prepare things. I'll see. No, I'll explain you. I have never understood what is to be explained in an album. And then I said, hey, who is this lady looking like a kabutar? Who is this one? Swamiji, this is me. Oh, very beautiful. Friends. So, external burden of things and internal burden of memories do not allow us to remain where we are and when we are. As a result, our negotiation goes wrong. Most of the accidents happen only because of this. Their mind is not where they are. Their mind is not when they are. It's not that they don't know how to drive a car. See? Once it happened in Australia, myself and Swamiji Maharaj, we were together sitting and one lady was driving. Very highly educated, successful doctor, she was driving. We nearly were crushed only by a hair thickness we were saved. It was a clear red light, and from opposite big container, two of them were coming, and it was slow. And this lady coolly crossed. And that person applied a brake, even then it will not stop. We just somehow got out. He said, oh God, Swamiji, I don't know what happened. I said, nothing happened. Why this happens? Because when we are not where we should be, when we are not, when should we be, accidents happen in life. So to negotiate through the life, what is required is we have to train ourselves to be where you are fully. To be when you are fully. The place and the time. These are the two parameters because of which we are completely disintegrated. See? And when you don't use these two parameters, you will be in the absolute present and fully available wherever you are. Then we won't blame the world for all the problems that happen in our life. See, we forget one basic principle, that like it happened in India, one day we are going by a car and suddenly one child crossed. So my friend has to apply brake and it was saved. He got so angry. I said, look here, who has the driving license? Is you or the child? You can't blame the world. This is the first principle. If you want to negotiate through the turmoils of life, stop blaming the world for anything that happens to you. Then I asked him, I said, look here, do you have a driving license or the child should have a walking license? If we have driving license, we should be capable to negotiate through difficulties. No, but my driving license is L. Late. See? There was one lady in Bombay, it happened. She told Swami, now I have learned driving, I'll take you wherever you want. I said, okay, very good. Let's go. I had to go to Bhindi Bazaar in Bombay. So we started from Andheri. When we came to Shivaji Park area, central part, little open area, she parked the car there. I said, Mama, we don't have to go here, we have to go to Bhindi Bazaar. Swamiji, that I know, we'll take a taxi and go. Why? Such a beautiful parking place. Are you driving the car for parking or what? I said, why not there? Swamiji, I can reverse the car. And therefore, see friends, stop blaming the world for anything that happens to you. See friends, if you take this principle, you will see joy everywhere, like in Ahmedabad. Very peculiar. Ahmedabad is one of the most peculiar city in the world. And I go there every year, twice, thrice. So the people are very much known to me. One person asked, Swamiji, you all the time you observe so many things. Please tell why in Ahmedabad the auto rickshaw drivers, they don't show the light to show the direction they have to turn, nor they show the hand. They take out the leg. Why they do like this? I said, do you think I am a driver or what? He said, no, but you know everything. Tell us. I said, maybe Purva Janma Samskar. In the last life, they must have been doing it. So this life also, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnamada. Relax, relax, relax. Instead of negotiating, we attack. Instead of negotiating, we fight. Never do that. Under any condition, don't lose your cool. And never try to act smart. One example. I was in Johannesburg. When I was coming back, they give some 20 kilos, I think, weight, something like that. More than that, they don't allow even 1 kilo, very strict. So, on my ticket, they have shown half ticket. I said, look here, it's not my fault. My passport tells I am a grown-up man, refusing to die. And you give me half ticket, what can I do? We don't know. You cannot take out 10 kilos out. Then I thought, I must become dumb. Then what do I do? We don't know. Then I stood there. Go to the boss, ask him there. Okay. I went to the boss. Acting dumb. Why you came here? I don't know, he told me to come to you. So I went there. He saw the ticket. He said, huh? Half ticket? You are a grown-up man. Show your passport. I was. No. You should get 20 kilo. He wrote 20 kilo. Again I went back. 20 kilo there, 10 kilos earlier, I got 30 kilos. If you act smart, you are gone. I tell you, the joy of remaining dumb is better than the joy of becoming smart. Never. See, friends, never try to prove anything to anybody in this world. We struggle. See? This example I gave in some of my talks. One lady, she was very concerned about me because I was very much exhausted, tired. And after everything was over, almost about 14, 16 hours of travel, lecture, then mixing with the people, then dinner. After that, I was seeing a documentary. He said, Swami, now go and sleep. I said, look here, don't dictate me, I do whatever I want. No, not that way, but you must be tired, Swamiji. Therefore, I am telling you. I said, no, you are tired, you go and sleep. No, I want to be like you. I get tired very quickly. How can I be like you? I said, you can never be like me. Why? No beard. Do you know the rule? Longer the beard, confirm is the wisdom. Cut beard, doubtful is the wisdom. No beard. I am not telling. You have completed. Then she said, Swamiji, please tell me. I said, look here, Mama, your problem is only a universal problem. You are all the time trying to prove something to somebody. Don't try to prove anything. Be ordinary most. Real spiritual life is not becoming extraordinary. Real spiritual life is remain ordinary. But the moment you become extraordinary, then all the add-ons are added to you. Then secretary, president, and then somebody goes with the asan. Wherever the Mahatma says, put the asan. Do you know why they put the asan? When you want to put a child to sleep, a small baby, don't you put a asan? It will spoil the cloth. Exactly the same way, when Babaji sits, should not spoil it. If you put some cloth, it can be washed afterwards. These are all extra things. Never add any extra to yourself. We have struggled in our life. We try to prove something. Don't prove anything. See? And whenever we try to prove, we are not our original self. And therefore we struggle. And therefore we get tired. See, friend, be relax. If somebody calls you fool, you give him back. Don't underestimate me. You have not seen my original form. See, friends. But our struggle is we want to prove something to somebody. And what is that? Holier than thou. One word I learned from a small girl. In some place we went. The moment I went in, I felt some uncomfortable in that house. So anyway, I had to take food. So that Amma was making the food hot. Thank God there was no microwave. You know, microwave is a latest method of giving pindadan. They take out the food from the fridge. Like you have got WWW, it's got FFF, fresh from fridge. And then it goes into the microwave. And when it is ready to be offered as a pindadan, then you eat it. So that time it wasn't there like that. So there was some time to get the food ready. So I started TV. Those days TV had newly come in India, only one channel for maybe an hour or two. So I started. Some cinema songs were coming, Chitrahar. And when I was watching that, few kids started coming out from different doors. Babaji watching TV, cinema song. So when they came, I said, hey, who is this? Is this Madhubala? They laughed at me. You don't know? I said, no, this is not Madhubala, this is Madhuri Dixit. Oh. And our ice was thawed. We merged. And who is singer, who is this thing? After some time the food came. And thereafter I said, hey, stand in a queue. Before I eat, I offer it to my Bhagavan Sri Krishna, you are my God today. Every day he comes in a different form. So everybody I fed one, two bites and get out. Then I took my food. After that was over, we are sitting together. Then that boy asked this question. Boy or a girl asked this question. Swamiji, you sat on the dining table, we sat on the table. You watch TV, we watch TV. You are relaxing, we are relaxing. You took food, we took food. Some the same plate. Why the grandmother doesn't do namaskar to me, she is doing only to you? What is the difference between two of us? There is no difference. So why? As you ask her. So old people, when they don't know the answer, their technique is Shesham Kopena Purayet. When you don't know the answer, become angry and quieten them down. Don't ask stupid question. I said, no, Mama, don't shout at him. He is asking the right question. Then I told him, I said, look here, actually there is no difference. No difference, we are the same. But then why she is doing like this thing? I said, okay, listen. When you study, that time your mind goes to your friends, is it not? Yes, Swami. When you are with your friends, you remember now mom is going to scold me when I go late at home, is it not? Yes. When you are at home, you want to watch the TV, but you have to study, so neither you can watch TV nor you can study, is it not? How do you know all these things? I said, don't worry, is it not? Yes, this is happening. I said, now I tell about myself. When I talk, I talk. When I eat, I eat. When I sleep, I sleep. When I listen, I listen. Are you able to do this? I said, no. I said, this is the difference between you and me. You know the words that child used. Swamiji, you are not a holy crook. That day I discovered this word. That means holy people are looked upon as crooks. Because there are too many do's and don'ts. Yama hatla, vama tare, ram, ram, ram. As if you know the others are only useless, they are the only holy. With the holes everywhere. Don't create any special status for you. Your life will become easy. See, this is the only way to negotiate through all the problems of life. One most important principle I tell you, try. Never be a leader in life. Always be a follower. Those houses where there is no fight between husband and wife, one of them is very intelligent. And that intelligent person is a follower. This story I had told in some of my talks. In one place, in one town, one Mr. and Mrs. Gupta were known, married for 60 years but never fought. So that village or the town decided to honor them. Civic reception. So Mr. and Mrs. Gupta came and all the people, the whole hall was filled and started. We are extremely happy to honor Mr. and Mrs. Gupta because that is the only family known to our town where they never fought, not even once. So we want to know the secret. Guptaji, will you please tell? Guptaji got up. Looked at Gupti. Gupti gave a nod. Guptaji started. And he started with a very inspired mode. We have decided when we got married, she goes her way, I go her way. There cannot be any fight. But everybody wants to be a leader. Whatever I did, nobody likes what Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Give this a chance. See, this is the principle I follow in my life. See, when I came here, where I had to stay? Why should I worry? Ravin is taking care. What food I had to eat? Why should I worry? His wife is suffering. Now, where I had to go and give lectures, I don't think Naidu is suffering. What do? I relax. Try this. Never be a leader, be a follower. This is the only way to be irresponsible in life. Why this happened? No, you told me, I did it. Learn one art. That art is, you must know when you should be inefficient. Suppose your wife tells you, chai banana, you should make tea in such a manner next time. तुमको कुछ नहीं आता, ठीक है? Technique. This technique I followed. I was in Calcutta, and I tell you, I am lazier than the laziest. I don't like to do anything. So there something happened, and we had no food. So I went and bought fruits, and cutting the fruits, and I just don't like to soil my hands. So I just took it, and there was an old man. He was very meticulous, everything meticulous. So I sat in front of him on the floor itself and put the fruits on the floor and took. He looked at me, stop that. This is not the way to cut the fruits. I was acting dumb. He got up. I don't know. He was an old man. I don't know. The youngsters don't do anything. Keep quiet. Don't have to react. He went, washed them properly, came and said, I'll teach you how to cut the fruits. He was cutting, I was eating, he was cutting. You must know when to be inefficient, not efficient. You will negotiate through life very easily. See, friends, these are very simple things. And when you are thus, always relax, always cheerful, then God will start expressing through you. Expression of God is only happiness. See? We struggle. Darshan do ghan sham nath pamuri. चश्मा लगा है आंखों में, इसीलिए दर्शन नहीं हो रहा है. Don't bother for God's vision. Allow Him to express through you. See, this is the only purpose He created us. Like this purpose of the mic is, He should allow my voice to come to you without adding anything from His side. Sometimes the mics add their own version also. Sometimes electronic Omkar comes, Om. Sometimes it starts cleaning its own throat. So we'll throw that mic away in the same manner. Let Him express, be attentive. When God expresses through us, it is pure love. And love is possible only when you are happy. And when you are happy, you cannot be destructive. See? An unhappy person alone is destructive. Why he is unhappy? Because nobody listens to me. Therefore he is unhappy. We want everybody to listen to us. Why should anybody listen? On the contrary, it is easier to listen to everybody. Listen to everybody. Okay. So the other person forgets, किसके बारे में कहा था? Don't worry. See, friends, the moment you start arguments, logic, reason, you concretize that thought. Instantaneously you agree, the thought evaporates. See? That is the reason why many people tell me this thing. Swamiji, when we listen to your talks, life seems so simple, so easy. But the moment we go outside, in India people keep the shoes outside. But the moment we go outside and put on our shoes, we forget everything. What should be done? Don't put on your shoes. That is why one of the spiritual practice in India is go to the temple or satsang with old slippers. And after you have heard, leave your ego along with the slippers and then choose. There are many new ones. And coolly and put on and walk. If the person says, अरे oh, it's yours? Oh, अच्छा मेरी चप्पल कहाँ गई? Don't worry. Hey, friends, life becomes so simple. Simpler the life, happier you are. Our life has become so complicated. So many rules and regulations. And as a result, we are unable to handle them. See? Like, one person asked me, Swamiji, Mahatma's people don't take food outside. How come you take outside? I said, it is your fault. He said, what is my fault? Why you call me Mahatma? Then I am a CH Atma, Chota Atma, not a Mahatma. See? Don't try to have too many rules and regulations. One rule I will tell you to negotiate happily through life. Number one, when you are at your own home, follow your 100% rules. When you are traveling, 50% rules. No, but in the morning at 4 o'clock I take bath and your flight is going over the continent. You go to the toilet. 4 o'clock. Hare Rama, don't do that. So when you are traveling, 50% rules. When you are somebody else's house, 1/4 of the rules of your life. Adopt yourself. Merge with them. Don't be a black sheep in the white flock. And when you are with the Mahatmas, don't have any of your rules. Whatever you are told, follow that. Many times, when we become too strict about our own rules and sankalpa, it becomes a bondage. We get lost in that. Therefore, let us be so easily adaptable to any situation like waters. But we are like the ice cubes. Ice cubes are comfortable only in the tray in the fridge. You take them out and put in a jar. Everybody has got its own personality. Contrary to that, when the ice cubes melt and become water, then that water is comfortable in a petri dish, in a test tube, in a capillary tube. Water is comfortable everywhere. Be attentive. Is it not the Lord, whether he is expressing through a man or a woman, an animal, or a dog, or a cobra, or a stone, is he not at comfortable everywhere? See? When Yashoda Maya scolded Bhagwan Krishna, you are eating soil, I think in your last life you must have been a pig. Bhagwan was worried. Oh God, I think she recognized me because I took only Varaha avatar. So he immediately created confusion in the minds of her and showed Vishwarup Darshan. Oh. When he is at home in every expression, if we remain at home in every situation, we are negotiating life the right way. See, friends, it is possible for everyone. And the basic principle I told you, be a follower. Never be a leader. Because when you become leader, you become a very strong personality. And you want everybody to listen to you. Everybody will listen as long as it is necessary. After that, useless yaar, काम निकालना पड़ता है, सुनना पड़ता है. No respect. See, friends, be a follower, cheerful and happy, that is all. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।